All right. Well, it's going to take a few minutes for people to start getting in here. I already know how that works. I start talking and then I got to re-explain myself several times. So we're just going to wait. Um, we are just going to wait a little bit. We're messing around with a couple radios today for anyone who's joining in. This is something my, well, gosh. Can we get some people in? Can we get some people in? Oh boy, here we go. Waiting. I did make this public, right? I think so. I was see what the point of a private live would be. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we're just gonna wing it and go. Hello, everyone. This here is we're gonna be looking at a couple radios. Um, we've got this old silver tone. These were ones my dad got in an auction years ago. They've been sitting up on some pallet racking for a long time. I never actually messed around with this one. The Zenith, though, this is a great performer. And even after sitting for all that time, it's still, well, it's hooked up to the Bluetooth. Hold on. See if I can find some non-music. It's still a performer. No, I can't get it to tune into anything. We should have, hold on, we get up higher, we'll get something. Music. Hope we can get some talk stuff. Oh, right. Hold on. I can't play music. I was looking for a commercial. Well, yeah, that's my Bluetooth device. Now, I am noticing it's a little tight in the control, so we might try oiling that up. There we go.
stlouis.com. That's outdoorstlouis.com. My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Sky Rizzy to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Sky Rizzy, Risankizumab Rizzo, a prescription only $150.
Well, up here in the higher band, I would have thought we got something. Well, I can't play too much of that, but as you can hear, she is a performer. I can't play too much of that music. I was hoping to get some chat. Anyway, so this one doesn't really need any work done to it. We're going to pop the back off. I want to make sure there's no nests or anything growing in there, no bugs, because this guy had mud daubers in the back of it. Also, I'll bring you around to the back of it. I have a feeling this one's going to need some repair. I've got my uncle's tube tester. We're going to check the tubes in this guy. This guy seems okay. This is a Silvertone built-in radio net, self-contained aerial system. Yeah, we're going to pop the back off this and have a look inside here, but what I wanted to get at was, yeah, I do have a cable. We may plug this in if it looks good inside, but I don't know. That's not something I'm going to plug in. We might hook a new wire into it and see if this thing lets the smoke out. More or less, I don't want to restore this. I just kind of want to clean it up and put it inside the house because the cabinet's in pretty good shape. This guy I kind of had plans for since it works. I have this TV we've been working on, and I just finally ordered some tubes for it. Model M International, Taylor Hit and Miss. That's an air pump engine. But I was thinking that Zenith I could put down there under the TV rack because they're both white plastic. I did order a tube for that so we can maybe get vertical. We found out that one tube for the vertical hold was bad. Half of it was good, half of it was bad. So I ordered that, and hopefully in the next week or two we can see about getting that thing up and going. Sorry for the lack of videos. It's been cold out. I fell at work. And my back's been messed up. I've been off work for the last almost we're going on to our third month. And I really haven't, I'm finally starting to feel up to doing stuff outside again. Has not been the best of time for me. So anyway, yeah, I see we're getting some people joining in. Here's this Zenith working. But I think that'll look pretty good down low on that cart. Well, make a liar out of me, Zenith. I could have sworn that had something tuned in before we left.
Vote allows them to move forward. That's White House correspondent Greg Cluxton. Senior White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett says today's strong jobs numbers vindicate the president's tariff policies.
Everything is hitting on all cylinders, and
Anyway, that
the
sounds
deficit
pretty
is
good,
going
doesn't
down
it?
because of the tariff.
Really happy with that guy. So we're going to pop the back off this one first, I think, and have a look in there and maybe work on cleaning this cabinet up. Then we'll get into the big part of the video and pop the back off that guy. I expect this to hopefully come off easy. I watched a video. I think it was radio, TV, phone, that. I think it was one of his videos, an old video from like, 12 years ago, 14 years ago. It was an old video, I think. Taking one of these off, and he said the back was a pain to get off. So I don't know what we're going to have to do about that. We got one of these nut drivers. We'll just pop this off. Make sure there's no nests or anything in here, because I do want to bring this in the house. This isn't staying outside, much like that GE TV. That's going to make its way indoors, hopefully, once we get it working, as long as we find out the CRT tube isn't junk. And if it is, then I don't know. It's a really cool looking TV. Well, I don't know where I'm going to find another CRT tube that would fit directly in there. It's just not something I see very often around my part. Very rarely do I see a TV that old getting, well, saved or sold or anything. I didn't even see that TV at the sale. It was in there, but they had it mixed in with a bunch of other stuff. And when I was scrolling through, I was just like, I don't see anything. And it's like, oh yeah, they had a TV, I'll take that. Instead of them throwing it out, we'll see if we can get it working. Dad got this at an auction years ago. Both of these at the same auction. He got a bunch of radios. I think that one Zenith I have another video on, the older Bakelite case. That came from one of those, from the same sale as well. Not my old one. That came from an antique store. I gave like $20 for it. Non-working. I don't know what I'm doing with this, so if you're here to learn, we're learning together. I have a tube tester. Let's see if this will just pop off here. Oh shoot, I better unplug that. Or did I unplug that? I better unplug that. Hold on, I don't want to get zapped here. That'd make for some content. No thank you. Oh. Let's see here. There's our power cable. Will this just pop off, or is it going to be a... Yeah, okay. Just popped off. Nice, nice. Nice and easy. That looks pretty clean in there. I wouldn't mind that. What type of bug is that? Is that a ladybug? Oh, that's one of those little hard shell ladybugs. Okay. Not too worried. Those are already all over the house. You can't escape those. I was out at my parents' the other day, and they were all over in... Oh, there we go. That has a slot, so it can slide out of there. What is holding our antenna wires? They are actually soldered in there hard, so that's about the further I can get the door open without doing a bunch of work. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with that. Everything looks... I'll get you guys in here. I don't know about pulling the chassis on this. From what I've seen online, this one was kind of a pain. You got 4 screws, and then you got to take the knobs out, and it seemed like it was kind of a pain to get in there. Let me see if I can get my light on. There should be there we go. There we go. Zenith. I don't think this radio's ever been touched. All the tubes are Zenith. That guy looks like it could be a little crooked. I don't know if that make a difference in its running ability. You got a tweeter up there and a big speaker there. It's no wonder this thing sounds so good. But Might have to get some compressed air in there, but I don't see anything. Looks like there was a spider there. I don't see any roaches or anything super bad jumping out at me. I don't see a reason not to bring this inside the house. Okay, good, good, good. So I'm just going to clean the box up outside on this, and that one can come in the house. I don't feel too bad about it. This guy, on the other hand, we're going to find out here in a few minutes. I want to button this kind of back up. I'm not too concerned with a little bit of dust in it. I might blow that out later off stream because I don't have my air hooked up. I didn't think about that. I'd have to run to the other building and turn it on. Anyway, we'll throw that back together. Oh, that's okay. That's where the power comes into those two prongs, and then that lines up here. Okay. So that's where your power goes in. Through there. Yeah, interesting. That power cable comes in and it's wrapped around the centerpiece, and it's got the two prongs on it. I'll line back up. Okay. Yeah, I'll get these screws started back in here. We'll go pop off to the other one, and we'll test some of the tubes in it. We'll pull the chassis out on this guy. I don't want to mess this one up, is what, like, it works really good. I don't want to do anything to mess it up. From what I've seen online, these are really stout units. It's like they actually put, Zenith actually stood by the quality goes in before the name goes on branding with these things, from everything I've seen. Oh, I am missing one screw. It'll be fine. You didn't need another screw. No, it's around here somewhere. It's probably under the... I guess we ought to plug it in, make sure it still works after I do this, huh? Make sure I didn't mess nothing up. So, from what I've seen online, this is like a mid-50s to a 60 model, which coincides well with that GE TV I want to put it with, because that's a 60. So they'd have been around the same era, and they look about the same with the white plastic. Oh boy, can't cut this out of a live stream, huh? This is what you miss when you watch a normal video. Oh, excitement. Where is that last screw at? I don't know. I thought it'd be... There it is. Am I even in shot? Oh, I'm still in shot. I shouldn't have messed anything up. I don't know if moving that tube did anything for it. If it was loose, or maybe it was just sure I plugged the right thing in. Yeah, we can shut that light off, save some battery. Oops! What did I do? All right. Yep, that sounds good. Still working. I didn't break anything. She still sounds as good as ever. All right. That is what we want. Okay, we'll take that silver tone apart now. Oh boy. Are you guys having fun? Where's that antenna? It's not very good. It's actually falling apart quite badly. It's just an old set of cheap rabbit ears I threw on there. I used to have a bunch of these around back when used to have all sorts of old aerial rabbit ear in this. Okay, now the meat and potatoes of the video, live stream, whatever. We're going to have a look in here. I know there's mud daubers in it, and I don't know a whole lot about this. I don't know if we can get these knobs to just come off. Yeah, they're just a pull-off style. I might have to get some. All right, okay. Yeah. Trying to not break these. Probably should spray them with something. We'll spray them with something before we put them back on for sure. There we go. Trying to get my fingers behind there and pry so we don't break anything. Okay, all right, didn't break anything. Sometimes these knobs are so bad they'll just fall apart regardless. Sometimes they do it on their own. All right, well, that's a big chunk of trying to get this off. Sometimes those knobs can be a pain. I'm saying that like I'm an expert. I've watched a lot of videos, but I don't know much about what we're actually doing here. We are learning together. Is the lighting okay? It looks dark here. Do I need to? That didn't make much difference, did it? Okay. All right, we're just going to go for it and zip this back off. See what's going on. It's missing 2 screws. Remember that, so when we put it together, I'm not frantically looking for a couple screws. It's like they're little wood screws. They look pretty common. Might be able to find some more if we need to, but I don't know what's been done to this radio. We'll find out if it's had a bunch of tubes changed. I don't know. More or less, I want to clean it up and get it in the house. I want to make sure there aren't any weird bugs in it, because that's always roaches or anything could always be hiding in these guys. I always try to disassemble stuff before I go just taking it in the house. I had silverfish in there a long time ago, and ooh, you are soldered together. That's what it means by a loop, though. Boy, that's really interesting. I might have to desolder these wires for the antenna. I might have to fire up the soldering iron. We're gonna have to take notes of where. Oh, it's three wires. Okay, one up high that goes off to 2 places. Man, there's got to be a way to get that off there. I don't really see a way to just get that off there. Here, you guys have a look in here. Here's this coil, or what do you call it? Self-contained aerial system, radio net. This is what the radio net is. You can see the glue's starting to come delaminated, so this thing's been hot, but it looks like it's a bunch of wire and cardboard coiled around each other. Looks like it's layers of wire. Whoops. Looks like it's layers of wire with cardboard in between them, and then it's all just hot glued into place, and you got like a big band on the outside here. A little coil there. I bet that thing works pretty good. Silver tone, super silver tone. Well, it looks complete. There's our mud dauber's nest up on the tuner. They picked the worst spot. They couldn't have picked in between tubes I could pull out. They picked the whole tuner dial to lock themselves in with. Oh, why? I don't even know what to do about that. It looks clean in here, though. I don't see a bunch of bugs and stuff. But, yeah, these darn mud daubers. They're like wasps. They get in there and they build that. Best reception, always use Silvertone Aereo kit with tubes. That's pretty cool. Old sticker. It looks like our tuning wire's intact. Huh. You'd think that'd be gone. It looks pretty. These all look. Nope, GE. So this thing has definitely had some work done to it because it would probably all say Super Silver Tone, be my guess. What are you? Yeah, Hydron. Well, you know, this thing's from like the 40s, so it having some work done to it, that's not unreasonable at all. Yeah, we'd have to get down in that wire's so junk. We would definitely have to take this thing out of the chassis and out of the cabinet. Okay, so it looks like that's done on the bottom. We'll pull this whole thing out with the back on it. I'm going to try not to desolder those, maybe. Looks like we need to... Again, I have no clue what I'm doing here. We're just taking an old radio and seeing how far I can get. Ooh, Sears and Roebuck. There you go. It's a 7031A. It's got a tube chart. It's a shame it's missing some of it, but nice you can see that. Not really. All right, I need a better way to hold this phone. 7031A. It does have a tube chart on it. RMA member, Engineering Institute, Sears and Roebuck of America. So those are just nailed in little feet. Is it just 2 screws holding this whole thing in? I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? We'll give it a go. We'll pop those out and see if we can slide that whole chassis out. Well, not with the tube or not. Where's my screwdriver? Here's my screwdriver. I saw black and I was like, oh, screwdriver handle. No. Yeah, things are moving. I think it could just be those two. I heard something slide, like the whole chassis kind of give forward. If nothing else, we're going to clean it. If it looks okay, we might try and put a power cable to it. But I have a feeling we're going to get in there and it's not going to look as good as I'd like it to. Yeah, that seems like it did it. Yeah, that whole thing's flopping around in there. I gotta be careful not to break the wires on this. I need to get... Yep, there she goes. Oh, that light's being in the way. Darn it. One thing's holding us up. Come on out of there, light. Be careful I don't drop that glass thing and break it either. Oh, come on. There she goes. All right. That glass is just sitting in that case. I don't want it falling and breaking. It fell down. Oh, well, it's held in with screws. It's got screws. It just needs to be slid up. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, that case is coming apart, isn't it? We might have to drive a nail in there or something. Tack it. Okay. Here's our chassis. Out of the... Ooh, cardboard's falling apart. That's not good. That's not what we want. Speaker is intact for the most part. That's good. Speaker seems to be intact. I don't see any big tears or rips. Yeah, seems okay-ish. Yeah, I wish those mud daubers they chose the tuner to build on. I doubt that thing's going to turn. No, she's very crusty. All right. Boy, even that's hooked up. All right, we ready to look underneath it and see how bad it looks. See all the components are. Because from the top, you're just seeing the tubes. Uh-oh. Do I want to lean it forward? I want to lean it forward. Because we got to be careful with this. Oh no, this back's falling apart. I don't like that they soldered that hard on there. I wish that back would come off and just give me the... Well, this is where the electronics people in chat can pipe up, because I'm not going to totally know what I'm looking at. I have some guesses. It looks pretty clean. I don't see anything screaming, don't bring me in the house. Nothing in there screaming, don't bring me in the house. I don't see any bugs or anything hiding. So I think, I mean, to be fair, this thing was on top of pallet racking in my dad's shop for the last 10, 15 years. I don't know. It's been in there for quite a while. Nothing is screaming. You got a bunch of paper capacitors in there. Yeah, big plastic one. Oh, these are those black beauties, aren't they? Nothing really screams bad other than the power cable, which goes into where? It's hard to see. If I can find where the... Looks like half of it goes to this guy. I think. Man, I wish I would have used better cable on it. Yeah, half of it goes into this guy at the big on-off knob. Yeah, that's on-off. Okay. Then the other half is going to... Almost need to look up a wiring diagram to figure out where the other one's going. I'm not totally sure. Comes up, around. There? Is it this side on this tube? It's really hard to tell. Nothing really screams bad, though, inside of here. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's like ground's on that side of the tube. So maybe if I break that back far enough, man, getting that out of the way. I just need to desolder that, or we could cut it up here and we could just clip on tie in my jumper cable and see what happens. We want to test some of the tubes though, make sure nothing's super off on them, I guess. And nothing down here screams bad, but I'm sure when I power it up, it's probably going to have issues. Can I explain how a rectifier works? That's a good question. I'd have to look it up. I'm just poking around, man. I'm not really an expert on this. I'm just I'm just making sure nothing really looks too bad to bring in the house. I'm the wrong person. What are you looking at? You're looking at the inside of a Silvertone radio. This guy. About 1940s Silvertone is what you're looking at. And you're watching a person who only knows very little about this stuff. I don't actually have any of the right test equipment to, check capacitors or anything. My multimeter is not even up and working at the minute. So, yeah, I'd say it's probably your tuner, or between the AM and this has like foreign bands on it. It's like AM and like foreign band, like a shortwave radio, I do believe, bands on it. I don't know what to do now, guys. Oh, neat. I'm glad you think so. We might try and put power to this. I'm not too worried about messing it up. I was trying to get, I should be able to jump on. I'll cut these wires off. It looks like positive and ground are there and there. And I've got this jumper wire. I could tie in the positive, negative. We can find out if it makes any sound. I I was going to test the tube, so I was going to show off this tube tester. My battery is substantially dying with that light on. I hadn't planned for the light being on. Oh, shoot. I need to shut that off. Oh, man. I might lose you midstream anyway. So, anyway, let's pop this guy up. Ooh, shoot, if I don't break things. I don't like having this attached, and I really don't want to go detaching it. Okay, there we go, that works. Put it aside. Maybe. Gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. Never stopped me before. Maybe it should have. Oh, well. Anyway, I don't know. Let's move on to this tube tester. We can at least check these tubes out. Like the tubes are the big issue. We don't even know what it's doing or not doing. This is probably pointless. Is it even worth messing with? I don't know what to go do going forward. You need 2 more hands. That would be great. I would love 2 more hands. I'm trying to figure out what the best thing to do is. We'll go over how this tube tester works. We'll go ahead and test a couple tubes. I don't know what I'm doing. So you got a power cable for it. You go plug that in real quick. This is a Olson. Is that what it is? Yeah, Olson tube tester. And you use these for testing vacuum tubes. So far, since we haven't plugged this in, I don't have any suspicions of any of these actually being bad. And they've been replaced. They're not all silver tone like this guy here. Let me pop this out of its socket. See, this guy is an original. It says Super Silver Tone on it, made in USA. So that would definitely be an original one. And then this guy is a General Electric. So generally, from what I've learned, they'll all be, if they're all the same, like that Zenith we just had apart, it had all Zenith tubes in it. So we had a GE here, which is possible that they use different things, but I doubt it. Considering that this one up here is a different brand too. I don't know enough to really say anything, guys. So anyway, we've got this tube tester here. And if you want to know if your tube's good or not, it's a KB142. You got to have this manual. You got to look up. Every one of these has a different number on it. So this is a 12J5. It's written on the glass there, 12J5. And we'll look up 12 DFGHIJ. There we go. So we got 12J5. Hold on, I just saw it. Dyslexia, get out of my head. 12K5. Where did it go? I just seen it. 12J5. There we go. We have a 12J5. This is seems like it's a single thing tube, so it doesn't have multiple. If you had 12J5, 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 and you'd have 3 different things to check for it. But this only has one thing in it. It only does one thing. So we want filament volts to E. I don't know if you guys can even see that. This here has a, my goodness, he's right. That guy is right. I definitely need more hands. This is hard to do. I need like 4 more hands. I need more than 2. So the filament volts 12J5. So we want filament volts. That's this guy here. We want to set that to the E setting. We have DE. We want our type to be on triangle. You have square and triangle on this guy. So we want it on triangle. 12J5. 2. Socket number 2. So it'll go into this socket. All these are numbered 1 through 7. Element 5. So we want to check element 5. So we'll click this guy up to 5. And our load should be 35. So here's our load meter. We'll put that up to 35. And we should have an indicator light. or disregard indicator light number 7. So if we go and sweep this around when we're on our quality check, if the light, that was weird. I've never had, uh-oh. My fan just shut off on that furnace. That's a 1950s furnace. I don't know what happened. Not super hot. Okay. It's got a squirrel cage fan that blows the heat out. This is a diesel-powered furnace. Well, it would have originally been on fuel oil, but I'm just running diesel through it to warm the shop up. But anyway, sorry for the tube tester. My father had was a TV tested tubes when I was 12. It really isn't that hard. No, it's not. It's hard to show on video, especially when you get distracted. I don't know why that just shut off randomly. I've never had that happen before. So, let's see here. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So when you do the quality check, if you sweep across these and this indicator light comes on for anything but 7, if it comes on at 7, you disregard it if the light comes on at 7, but if it comes on at any other number, then you know you have a problem with it. So we're going to take, hold on, let me make sure I got the right tube here. That's not it. It's this guy. So this guy goes in number 2. And this here is for if you have something with a top on it, like a high voltage, like this guy right here. You'd put this tube in, and then you'd clip this onto the top of it, like that. So that's what this little wire's for. It's just for a different style tube. So we should be able to turn this on. Go to leakage. Hold on. It's warming up. And we don't have anything. Did I do something wrong? Am I missing something? Or it's just taking that long to heat up. I don't. 12J5 E triangle 2 5 35 7 5 35 7 E. All right, we'll check the quality here. Oh wait, I got that backwards. I'm sorry. Quality, there we go. Came up to good. All right, so we're in the good. It's on the weaker side, but it's all right. Leakage is for checking. That's where you do the sweep here. And if the light comes on for, we should get it at 7. See, it comes on at 7. If it comes on for any of the other ones, we know it's got a problem. Okay. And 7, it's on. So that tube's okay. It's a little on the weaker side, but it's still good. I should have shut that off before I went pulling it out, but it's all right. Anyway, so all right, I'm going to put that back so I don't forget where I went. I guess we'll go through and check all of these. What are you? You're a 35L6. So we need to go way back. You'd be lost without, I will say you'd be lost without the book for your thing. Because every one of these has a different setting. 3B, no, we need a 3 and then a number, or we need 3, 5, 6, 12, 2, 5, 5, 0, 3, 5, Was it 35L6? 35L6, there we go. So we're using socket 1. No, that's not right. 35L6. We're using socket 2. Okay, that makes sense. We'll put that in there. We'll shut this off. Yeah. 35L6. It's really easy to lose track. We want to be on triangle. Yep. Socket 1. Element 9. We want to test it on element 9 is what we're doing. 35L6. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 5. Oh my goodness. 35L6. 5. Yeah, okay, we want this at 5 when we test it. Oh my goodness. 30 volts, so we need to crank that down 5. And disregard number 7. So here we go. Let's check the quality. Uh-oh. Well, that should have came up at least a little bit. 30. Yeah, 30. Disregard number 7. Tested number 5. Socket number 3. Well, okay. Let's. Actually, it came up at least a little bit. Well, let's check for leakage. We said disregard number 7. Yep, 7. It wants us to test on number 5. Well, that could have been a reason it was parked, huh? That tube is totally dead. I'm not even getting a reading. I don't see any lights glowing in it. That might be a huge problem, huh? Well, yeah. Huh. And that's an aftermarket one too. That's the silver, the Sears, or the General Electric. Sure I got the right numbers for that? 35L6. 35L6. Type F. Oh, wait. It's type F, not type E. Hold on. It's type F. Now, well, questionable. Yeah, but it should be in type F. Or in 3, 5. Fill voltage should be F, not E. You put it in E and it comes up to questionable. You put it in F, it's totally dead. I'd say this tube is probably no good the way it's checking out. I had that right. It does feel kind of loose in there, but we don't have any leakage. Well, That could be a reason why this thing got parked. Well, other than it being, from the 40s. Okay, well, we'll make a note of that. That tube's no good. Let's make sure our tester's working. What's this one? 35Z5. Oh, my phone's at 3%. I'm sorry, everyone. We're going to have to come back to this. I got to plug it in. Oh, well, possible reason this thing won't run, this tube's probably junk. Also, it does feel very loose in the base. I don't know if that would make a difference or not, but yeah, that whole bottom's loose. Because this one doesn't feel... I don't know, this one's really loose too. I guess it doesn't. I guess it's just how they are. Okay, I'm probably just going to clean this up then. Oh, this is a fun little stream. We kind of went over how to do that. My phone's about to die. Leave a like and subscribe for more if you... Well, this really wasn't that great. We're trying to get that other TV up and going at GE 1960. That one I plan on putting some more work into. This was just more to clean it up, get it out of the weather, and get it in the house. But this here is kind of I got a tube ordered for it. We found out that 2 tubes, a vertical and a horizontal tube, were both garbage. Or the rectifier, high voltage rectifier tube was junk, and the vertical tube was junk. So that, I don't know if it'll make a picture or not, but we'll find out here in the next week or so. I still got to chase down, I think there's bad tracing in the sound, because it's like arcing across. I need to fix the speaker.